Good morning. Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley here, keeping an eye on those conditions around the region. If you've kept up with the forecast, a scene like this one from Campbell County this morning, you know, it was a little more isolated, but this would be one of the examples of where it was more impactful. So this is just a feed of some of the video we shot this morning on WVLT News this morning. We were out there live showing you a hillside in Caravel to give you some perspective. Mountain Road there in Caravel, southern Campbell County, but definitely going up that elevation, just a couple of miles from I-75. Again, just wanted to give you some perspective. Again, Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley here with your first alert forecast. We were talking a lot about how this was a snow for some event, but cold for all. So I want to stress that part is still the case. While a lot of us like to get tunnel vision, the pretty part of a forecast can be the snow. Unfortunately, that's not the widespread story. It is the cold. So now you're going to see, looking out, kind of that cold, gloomy look, occasionally seeing a few snowflakes fly, but definitely still on the cold side for the rest of your week. So let's dive into that forecast. We can chat about this for you. So really, if we look back at that snowfall so far in our area, that's where we had some light snow showers in the valley to foothills in northeast Tennessee. Now again, this is snowfall so far. Some of this was on the radar. You may not have spotted it. The best chance to actually find it on the ground. We were obviously just showing you Caravel, southern Campbell County, which you can see that moderate snowfall there. Parts of North Campbell County, Scott County, Fentress County, Wayne, McCurry, Whitley, Bell, Knox, and Harlan in southeastern Kentucky, and then a couple of little snow bands there between Union, Tazewell, and Sneedville, but not persistent from even one side of those counties to the other. So what that boils down to is some variation in what you saw and what you felt in our area. So you can see where it was just a little bit of snow in parts of the valley. In fact, in Fentress County, this is a great photo from early this morning from Cody, sent in through the WVLT First Alert weather app, showing you that snowfall that accumulated in those lower on the ground there on those cold surfaces. And again, that's Fentress County. That's the Jamestown area. Actually, TIV is in the Allert area of Fentress County, estimating about 1.5 inches on the ground there. So that puts you in one of those little snow bands. Looks really good, kind of coating all the grassy surfaces around that pond. Beautiful photo. Thank you for sharing in our WVLT Weatherballs Facebook group. Now here's what more of us saw. There's little snowflakes on the ground there. Probably if you weren't familiar with an area like this, you might think, is that snow on the ground? Yep. Thank you, Larry, for sharing from Granger County, showing that little bit of a dusting in our WVLT Weatherballs Facebook group. So that's some of those differences that we are seeing and feeling as we move forward. In fact, Newfound Gap, for example, still sitting in those cold clouds, still seeing that snow fall. So that's something else to keep in mind, as we do still have some snow showers in your forecast in the mountains and flurries for the rest of the area. These cold clouds, though, that's the story we share moving forward. So, for example, we're looking at an afternoon to only bounce back to around 34, basically hovering around freezing, but feeling colder because of this northeasterly wind, 10 to 15 miles per hour. That means it really just feels like low to upper 20s at best all afternoon. So make sure if you do have any plans to be outside that you are staying bundled up on this Thursday. That is what we all share. Now let's take a look at that feels like forecast where you live. We always do a forecast where you live on WVLT News and in our WVLT First Alert weather app, but we customize it. Is it rain? Is it snow? Is it wind chills? Today, it's wind chills. Here's your feels like forecast where you live. Moving through the afternoon, ranging from around 20 to upper 20s. I want to zoom in here, show you some of the different towns featuring every county in our area. That means it feels like 27 this afternoon in Athens to Knoxville. Feels like 24 in Townsend to 25 Lenore City. 26 in Harriman this afternoon. Feeling like 20 in Crossville to Oneida, 22 in La Follette to Rocky Top. There's Caravel area is not too far from Rocky Top right there. 21 Powell Valley this afternoon. Wind chills right around 20 throughout southeastern Kentucky to the Tennessee-Kentucky line. 24 Tazewell, 20 Harlan and Monticello. And wind chills in the forecast where you live far northeast Tennessee on your Thursday afternoon. Right around 28 Mohawk, 26 Dandridge, 28 Sevierville, 24 in Morristown. I don't know about you, it's too cold for me. But that is what we share, is the wind chills, because basically what we have is this cold air settling in to end the week. Not just today, basically cold air dropped in with that change from rain to snow. Tonight runs even colder, more upper teens to low 20s Friday morning. Basically keep the cold air around for your Friday afternoon. So we're not going to feel any changes until we get into the weekend, and really that's in the afternoon hours. So I would say that Thursday evening is a good one by the fire. I sent you a message yesterday from the WVLT First Alert weather app saying get some firewood in and keep it dry. right? A lot of us saw the rain last night to this morning. So hopefully you got some dry firewood to keep you cozy here on this Thursday. Notice we're still just kind of hovering just below freezing throughout the evening from 6 to 8 p.m. Spotty flurries still flying, lots of clouds. And that is the case here. Lots of clouds and spotty flurries. So for the rest of today, spotty snow in the mountains, few flurries flying. Same story tonight. 22 your low, cold wind. The only difference here is that the wind speeds are gradually decreasing. 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight into tomorrow. And then we'll still see a couple of snow showers flying at times for your Friday. Again, a lot of clouds. That's not budging yet. Notice even some spotty snow showers popping up on your first alert futurecast for Friday. And then as we go into Friday afternoon and evening, we'll continue to see those clouds trying to break up a little bit more in the northwest corner. They'll do a better job at exiting as we get into your Saturday. So that's definitely some good news too. Keep that in mind as we really look ahead here to some cold temperatures in the forecast where you live for Friday as well. I just wanted to go ahead and give you a sneak peek with little warming for Friday. We're just hovering again, high right around 30 degrees. We'll have some spots make it to the freezing line, just not enough. I think we're going to range from around 29 to 32 basically in our area. Very small temperature difference, but very cold for all. That could be 33 Spring City for your Friday, 30 Madisonville to Knoxville, 31 Lenore City. Remember, it does feel still a few degrees colder. It's just the winds decreased a bit from Thursday to Friday. So your Friday forecast where you live, still these are your afternoon highs, 29 Crossville, 27 Oneida, 30 Powell Valley. Topping out at 28 Pineville on Friday and Williamsburg, 31 Tazewell to Rutledge, 29 in Morristown and Dandridge. So all in all, we definitely have this cold air just settling in. Also, was a good time to just kind of remind you what are the best ways to stay warm. I know it may seem a little cheesy. I like my little cartoon guy here. Of course, keep your head covered. I feel like we all heard this one from our parents and our grandparents. They're right. Actually, really even covering your face is the best way to do it. You can kind of wrap that scarf up. You're really trying to protect your lungs there so you're not breathing in that cold, dry air. And then really wrap yourself up with a good coat that's water repellent over some good layers. Yeah, we're layering up. Those loose-fitting warm layers actually help to insulate us and kind of give us those little warm air pockets in between our layers of clothes. And a fun tip, I always think this is interesting, mittens are better than gloves. That's because your fingers are all cozy together instead of being separated. So just a couple of little tips there to hopefully help you navigate around what is a cold couple of days. Again, we always keep you updated on WVLT News, of course, with the latest forecast, but these are the opportunities where we can just kind of go slow and walk you through what we're looking at and thinking about in your first alert forecast. We keep you updated on air, but also in our WVLT First Alert weather app and online. Let me show you WVLT.tv/weather. Again, I actually just updated this forecast a few minutes ago. This is where we deep dive into our thoughts as well, kind of write out a detailed look at your forecast, your First Alert 8-day planner, but we also share quick links there for an iPhone or Android, or just search WVLT in your app store, and we can send you messages when we have forecast updates.